So I worked a breakfast shift this morning. I work at a wedding venue. They have accommodation, people stay overnight. They have breakfast the next morning. I'm working as a waitress, walking up and down the tables, like clearing plates, whatever. And as I'm walking past her, an American lady says, "Ketchup?" at me. She doesn't ask for ketchup, she just like yells ketchup at me, right? And so I'm kind of like, "Oh, sorry?" And she goes, "Ketchup." And the woman next to her goes, "Oh, she means tomato sauce." And I'm like, I guess they want some tomato sauce. And so I go off to the kitchen to get them some, and they're like laughing as I leave, right? Because they think like, oh, this stupid Australian doesn't know the difference between ketchup and tomato sauce. When I was in fact just taken a little aback and by surprise by the incredibly rude attitude. So I grab the tomato sauce, I bring it back to the table, I put it down. The person next to her goes, "Oh, sorry, she's American." You know, to excuse her for saying the word ketchup, not to excuse her manners. And I'm like, oh, like, no stress. Anyway, the shift continues. The American lady, she's there for quite a long time. She's there with her baby. And I guess they must have used the tomato sauce, you know, amongst themselves on the table. It must have run out. And so once again, as I'm walking past, she goes, "Tomato sauce." So she has updated her vernacular, but instead of saying, "Oh, could I grab some tomato sauce?" or "Could I please have some tomato sauce?" she's literally just yelling at me, "Tomato sauce." And something just overcame me, and I said, "Tomato sauce, please." And I didn't even really mean to say it, right? I think I just had it in my head because she'd already been rude to me, and it just like came out of my mouth, and I said, "Tomato sauce, please," to a customer. And she was kind of like, "Tomato sauce, please?" And I was like, "Yeah, no worries." And then I went and got another bottle of tomato sauce and like brought it over to her, and she was like, "Thank you." And I was like, "You're welcome." Then I was like, did I just teach an American manners?